Hey everyone, in this video I'm going to be taking a look at the most recent trailer for Mortal Kombat 1 Chaos Reigns, that being the Sektor trailer, and we're going to be breaking down story elements that you possibly may have missed. So if that sounds interesting to you, please consider sticking around. I think you'll find it pretty informative and hopefully we can figure out some interesting things that might be happening in the story. So thank you guys, I really appreciate you watching this video. Let's start. So the first shot of this trailer is actually a pretty important one. We see Sektor walking and behind her there's some Umgadi members. My guess here is that chapter 1 will be Cyrax, where we attack Kuai Liang's wedding. But then when something goes wrong, that's going to be Harumi's death, or she's at the very least injured. She's going to realize that the Lin Kuei have gone too far. She's going to turn on them. And my guess is that Bi-Han will be the last fight of chapter 1. She'll defeat him, and Kuai Liang and everyone else from Earthrealm will capture Bi-Han and probably take him to face judgment here in front of Sindel or Tanya, it sort of seems. And my guess here is that Sektor is going to be chapter 2 and she's coming to pick up Bi-Han, try to save him, and then they sort of get stuck in this situation where they evade any type of punishment because of Titan Havoc. Also important to mention that Cyrax turns on the Lin Kuei very early in the game. Again, not confirmed, but I believe that this will be chapter 2 that we're seeing here, and she's already allied with Kuai Liang, so she's left the Lin Kuei. So a lot of the stuff we saw in her trailer seems to happen pretty early in the game. So our next shot, we see Johnny Cage in some sort of World War II outfit for some reason, but that's not the most important thing here. We can see in the background Scorpions fighting someone. I think that this is Reptile, but I think we can sort of see some red outlines on it, which makes me believe this is probably a Chaos version of Reptile. It could just be them training if it is regular Reptile, but he sort of socks him in the face, so I think this might be an actual Chaos version of Reptile that Kuai Liang's fighting. So the next thing we see is Sektor, Sub-Zero and the Lin Kuei, and assuming the Cyrax is there as well, we just don't see her lining up outside of Kuai Liang's wedding prepared to attack. Again, I do believe this is going to be in chapter 1. So next we see a bunch of characters working together, standing around this table. And while I can't be exactly sure what they're talking about, this could be happening in the last chapter of the game or the first, I don't know. But based on what this trailer is showing, my guess is that these people are here and they're thinking of what to do with the Lin Kuei, how to stop them, maybe what the punishment for Sub-Zero and Sektor should be. That's my best guess here. A less likely theory I also have is maybe they're devising a plan as to how to get Sub-Zero back. This could be after he gets captured by Havoc as well. So in this shot here, it looks like Sektor and Sub-Zero, I can't really tell if because of the camera angle, it could just be that they were lowered to the ground, but I believe they might be on their knees here. So again, facing judgment here. But because of this portal opening up, they're going to be spared. And we see in the next few shots, if they were wearing any type of restraint that stopped them from moving, this is taken off so they can help them fight. Not too much to point out here. There's just some Chaos versions of new characters here. And of course, Havoc is the main focus of this shot. Not too much to point out, but I'll pause it here for a sec if you want to figure out what characters are in the background. So from these next few shots, we see that Sub-Zero and Sektor evade punishment through the dialogue and also just the fighting that we see in the background. So I assume that they're going to get some type of punishment, or we're going to, but then this portal opens up and then the characters have to work together to stop this new threat, which ultimately means that these characters don't receive any type of punishment that was planned for them. Unfortunately, it seems like they're unsuccessful in working together though, because Titan Havoc defeats Liu Kang, and on his way out, Sub-Zero tries to attack him, but ultimately he jumps into the portal with him and it closes, which instantly makes Sektor very concerned, as we can see on her face here. Now, one thing a lot of people have been pointing out is that it sort of seems like Sektor isn't just Bi-Han's work partner. It seems like she might have some type of crush on him here, whether that's felt both ways or whether Bi-Han's just oblivious and, you know, power hungry like he is. We don't know. I'm sure we'll find out more through the intro dialogues and just the story itself, but that is something a lot of people seem to think, and that's backed up by further dialogue that I'll play further in this video when it actually comes up. So now we see that Sektor is actually with Cyrax and Kuai Liang, and here I'm guessing that they're going to Chaos Realm and they're working together to try and get Bi-Han back. That's my best guess, but I'm pretty confident in that because they don't really have any other reason to go there aside from defeating Havoc, but having a reason to go there to save Bi-Han. These three characters all have interest in saving them, even if they don't particularly like him, two of them. They are all sort of working together to stop this big threat. We can see that Ermac has a Chaos version as well, which Sektor fights. Not too much to point out there.
Do not doubt Sektor's longing for Sub-Zero's safe return.
So about this dialogue here, from Liu Kang. The way it's worded is that it makes it sound like they have some type of relationship, Sub-Zero and Sektor. Again, maybe that's one-sided, we don't know. It could just be worded strangely. It could also just be because they're very close as work partners. We don't know, but the way it's worded, it does sound like they have some type of relationship. And throughout the trailer, Sektor has a couple other lines that sort of hint to the fact that she can't find Bi-Han, or maybe she can, but she can't get through to him because he's now a noob. We don't really know how that's going to unfold. He could stay as noob, or he could in the end be transferred back to Sub-Zero. We don't really know. We'll just have to wait and see on that one. So about what I just said about Sektor having more lines regarding Bi-Han, one of them, which is on the screen now, I'll make sure to put subtitles there just so you know what she's saying. This, to me, makes it sound like she has lost contact with Bi-Han, which is when he gets taken, or it sounds like he is still a noob, she's trying to contact him, but she just can't because obviously it's not the exact same person, it's a very corrupted form of Bi-Han. So I'm not too sure how she's talking to him here, but it also sounds like she's going to continue what they were trying to do with the Lin Kuei, which was turn their fighters into robots, basically, the cyborgs from the previous games. The armor that they're using right now is sort of just a test. So it sounds like with or without Bi-Han, the goal that is turning the Lin Kuei into cyborgs is still going to go ahead with or without him. That's what this sort of sounds like from Sektor. This quick shot here also makes me think that the fight from the second chapter of the game we're talking about earlier might spill out into this more courtyard style area as well. So there's going to be a lot of fighting going on. It's going to be a pretty hectic start to the story expansion, I think. And that is actually about it, guys. Although it's a pretty decently long trailer, there wasn't all that much to break down because there was a decent amount of gameplay in that trailer as well. But from this trailer, I think it definitely added on from the Cyrax one, where we saw a lot of teasers of her leaving the Lin Kuei and joining Kuai Liang's side against them. That's basically all it really told us. But in this trailer, we see the Lin Kuei's involvement in the story a bit more, and it also teases what's going to happen to Bi-Han, because as we know, the next trailer is going to be Noob Saibot, which is very exciting. But again, as you guys know from the start of the video, I wasn't covering any gameplay here, so I hope you guys can understand that. I'm not an expert here, so that would not be interesting at all. So hopefully I gave you guys some things to think about, maybe some different angles on the story that we've been shown so far that maybe you didn't really think about. Again, everything I said here could be wrong, complete speculation, but if you did enjoy and want to see more videos like this, consider subscribing because it really helps me out. Also leave a like and comment. Thank you all for watching this video, and I hope you have a great day.